Weaver kept the ball, about a 5-yard gain on that play. Tackle was by Concordia's number 37, Chad Johnson. Graham carries on that play for the Oles. Tackled by Concordia's number 38, Brian Bull. Gain of about half a yard on the play. Freeburg's pass to Bass is broken up. It'll be 4th and a little more than 4 for the Oles. Ole kicker Kevin Cook sets up for a possible 3 points for the Oles. The kick is no good. It'll be 1st and 10 Cobbers from their own 26-yard line, 24-yard line. Concordia pass complete from quarterback Kyle Oderman to number 82, Mark Weishar. 1st and 10 for the Cobbers from their own 35. Quarterback keeps the ball on a broken play, pickup of about 1 yard. Dean Hago carries. Innocent on the tackle for the Oles. It's the 1st and 10 for the Cobbers. Mike Halverson carried for the Cobbers on that play. Number 48, Tony Bolstorff on the tackle for the Oles. Gain of about 1.5 yards. No gain on the play. Quarterback Kyle Oderman keeps it for the Cobbers. Tackle by Scott Wensman for the Old. Pass is complete to number 21, Dean Calgo. Number 23, Zorn for the Ole tackle. But it's not good enough for the first down. It's 4th and about 4 for the Covers. Kurt Storley is back to receive for the Oles. Storley gains about 7 yards on that carry. It'll be 1st and 10 Oles from their own 22. Graham carries for the Oles. No gain on the play. Tackle made by the Covers number 91, Chad Friesen. Carries for the Oles. Gain of about 2. It'll be 3rd and 7. Kleberg's pass to Brian Bass is incomplete. 4th and 7 for the Oles. Is number 5, Stuart Lang, carried for the Covers. Tackle made by the Oles, number 49, Ron Oman. The 1st and 10 Covers from their own 46. Quarterback Kyle Waterman kept for the Covers. Loss of a couple of yards on that play. Pass is complete to number 41, Sean McGee. It'll be first and 10 Cobbers on their own 16-yard line. Number 21, Dean Hago on the carry. Brian Bartolin of the Olays made the tackle. Loss on the play of about 2 yards for the Cobbers. Quarterman's pass is incomplete. Intended for Sean McGee. Ladies and gentlemen, some football news from across the river. Early in the first period, Carleton and St. John's are tied 7-7. Quarterman's pass is complete to Hago. Wensman forced him out of bounds. But it'll be fourth and about 7 yards to go for the Cobbers. Brian Barnett's kick attempt is short for Concordia. Travis Zorn may have got a piece of that. So it'll be first and 10 Olays on their own 12-yard line. Correction, on their own 20-yard line. Eber's pass is complete to John Best. It's an Olay first down. It'll be first and 10 Olays from their own 33. Weberg sacked behind the line of scrimmage by the Cobbers number 94, Jason Karen. Loss of about 6 yards on that play. Number 34, Jordy Graham carries on that play for the Olays. Weberg keeps the ball, picks up about 6 yards on that play. Number 57, Mike Solberg, made the tackle for Concordia. But it's still not good enough for the first down. It'll be about 4th and 6 for the Oles. Cook is punting for the Oles. Fair catch called by number 5, Stuart Lang, for Concordia. It'll be 1st and 10 Cobbers from their own 31. Oderman forced out of bounds for the Cobbers. Trevor Olson made the force out, number 91 for the Oles. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Cobbers. By the Oles, number 82, Eric Lee. Pass intended for Dean Hugo is incomplete. Fourth and 10 for the Cobbers. Deep to receive for the Oles, number 11, Kurt Stoley. Will be first. Number 34, Jody Graham, carried for the Oles. Number 96 made the tackle, Jared Shook, for Concordia. Loss of about 2 on the play. Weberg is sacked by number 38 for the Concordia, Brian Bull. Loss of about 6 yards on the play. Weberg's pass intended for Tate Lillimo is broken up. Flag on the play, holding is declined. It'll be 4th and 15 for the Oles. Deep to receive for Concordia, Stuart Lang. Tackle made by Ole's number 99, John Lund, but there's a flag on the play. Illegal block called against Concordia. Number 21 carries for the Cobbers, Dean Halgo. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of about 3 yards on that play. Pass is complete to number 8, Corey Langamo. Tackled by the Ole's number 49, Ron Oman. Gain of about 5 yards on the play, 3rd and 7 for the Cobbers. Owen pass intended for Sean McGee is incomplete. Fourth and 7 for the Cobbers. Deep to receive the punt for the Ole's is Storley. Storley picks up about 6 yards on that run. Number 39 made the tackle for Concordia, Shane Hansen. It'll be 1st and 10 Ole's from their own 41-yard line. The ball, tackled by number 38, Brian Ball. It's a 1st down for the Ole. Face mask penalty called against Concordia. It'll be 1st and 10 Ole's from the Concordia 35-yard line. Weberg's pass to Lillamo is incomplete. It was caught by Concordia's number 35, Brian Barnick, who also dropped the ball. 2nd and 10 for the Oles. Number 34, Jody Graham carries for the Oles. Forced out of bounds by number 37 for Concordia, Chad Johnson. Gain of about 2 yards on that play. Weberg is sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Number 27, Scott Smith, was in on the sack for Concordia. It'll be 4th and 15 for the Oles. Cook is back to punt for the Oles, and deep to receive for Concordia, number 5, Stuart Lang. Cook is tackled after a return of about 2 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 Cobbers on their own 17-yard line. Halgo carried for Concordia. Zorn on the tackle for St. Olaf. End of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. A reminder again, the concession stand is open at the west end of the grandstand with hot coffee and hot chocolate, pop, and popcorn. All proceeds from the... Owen's pass is complete for the Cobbers to Mike Halverson, number 36. Gain of about 9 yards on the play. Official timeout on the field. About 6 inches short of a first down for the Cobbers. Marcus Erickson ready to punt for Concordia. Deep for the Ole's Kurt Storley. Storley tackled by Chad Johnson for Concordia. Gain of about 1 yard on that carry. It'll be 1st and 10 Ole's on their own 39. Holm is sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Loses about 7 yards on that play. Number 96, Jared Schuck, in on the sack for Concordia. Ladies and gentlemen, across the river at Carleton with 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. It's St. John's 21, Carleton 7. Holmes' pass is incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. Ineligible receiver downfield for the Ole's. It's a loss of a down. Third and 21 for the Ole's. Holmes' pass intended for Tate Littlemo is incomplete. Deep to receive for Concordia, number 5, Stuart Lang. Lang is tackled by number 49, Ron Oman, for the Ole's. It'll be 1st and 10 Concordia from their own 40-yard line. Covered by the Ole's. 1st and 10 Ole's from their own 40. Bud Lockman recovered that fumble for the Ole's. intended for Lillamo is incomplete. Holmes' pass is incomplete to Mark Streepland. Holmes' pass is complete to Brian Bass. There's a flag on the play. Pass is forced out of bounds by number 35, Brian Barnick. Personal foul called against Concordia. A 15-yard penalty puts the ball on Concordia's 23-yard line. 1st and 10, Ole. Ball is carried by Jordy Graham, number 34. Tackled by number 38, Brian Ball. Pass intended for John Best is incomplete. Flag on the play. Personal foul called against the Ole's. Holmes' pass is complete to Mark Streepland, but it's not enough for the first down. It'll be 4th and about 14 for the Ole's. The Ole's Kevin Cook prepares for the field goal attempt. A 45-yard kick attempt is no good. First and 10, Concordia from their own 26-yard line. to number 82, Mark Weishauer, is complete. It's the first down for Concordia. Futterman keeps on the play. Gain of about 5 yards. Bud Lockinen, number 39, on the tackle for the Oles. Futterman's pass is complete to Mark Weishauer for a first down. Number 32 made the tackle for the Oles, Chad Engelbrecht. Correction, 36-yard line. Hago carried for the Cobbers. Ennisfed on the tackle for the Oles, gain of about 6 yards on the play. Ball carried by number 36, Mike Halverson. Tackled by Chris Rasmussen of the Oles. Cobbers lost a yard on the play. Ladies and gentlemen, with 11:08 remaining in the second quarter of the Gopher game, the Badgers lead the Gophers 7-3. Futterman's pass is good to number 36, Mike Halverson. Zorn made the tackle for the Oles, but it's a 1st and 10 for Concordia. Carried for Concordia. Engelbrecht and Ullman on the tackle for St. Olaf. Gain of about half a yard on the play, if that. Futterman's pass to Torrey Langamo is good. Gain of about 7 yards on that play. carries for Concordia. Innisfet on the tackle, but there's a flag on the play. Offsides against the Oles has declined. It'll be first and goal to go for Concordia. Hugo carries for Concordia. Innisfet on the stop. Gain of about 1 yard on that play. It'll be second and goal with about 2 yards to go.
In we go.
Touchdown, Concordia. Mike Halverson carried into the end zone for the Cobbers. Kick for the extra point to be attempted by Brian Barnick. And the extra point kick is good. Kicking off for Concordia will be number 35, Brian Barnick. Bass deep for the Oles. Bass returns the catch about 10 yards. The tackle by number 55 for Concordia, Rob Wilcox. First and 10 Oles on their own 27-yard line. Strickland carries the ball, gain of about 1 yard. Number 38, Brian Ball made the tackle for Concordia. Keeps the ball for the Oles on the play. But there's a flag on the field. Fumble recovered by Concordia. It'll be first and 10, Concordia at the Oles 35-yard line. Pass is intended for number 41, Sean McGee, incomplete. Ladies and gentlemen, some other MIAC scores in the second quarter. Augsburg and St. Thomas are tied 7-7. Also in the second quarter, it's Bethel 21, Gustavus 14. Waterman's pass is complete to number 82, Mark Weishar. Weishar forced out of bounds by Travis Zorn. First and 10, Concordia from the Ole's 11-yard line. Timeout, St. Olaf. Carries for the Covers. No gain on the play.
All right, defense.
Gain of about 2 yards on the play. Correction.
Defense. Go, guys. Hold it there. Hold it there, guys.
Waterman's pass is good for the touchdown to Sean McGee for Concordia. Brian Barnick will attempt the extra point kick for Concordia. Extra point is good. Ladies and gentlemen, some information about other Ole athletic teams in action this weekend. The men's soccer team is on the road playing nationally ranked Illinois Benedictine this afternoon. And tomorrow the Oles will face Lake Forest before they return home for the last week of their regular men's soccer season. The women's soccer team defeated Bethel last Wednesday, will be at St. Cloud State tomorrow afternoon. Kicking off for Concordia, number 35, Brian Barnick. Pass is deep for the Oles. First and 10 Oles from their own 23-yard line. pass to Best is complete. Correction, receiver on that play was number 33, Mike Weil. Gain of about 8 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 2 for the Oles. Number 26, Strickland carries for the Oles, but there's a flag on the play. Illegal motion called against the Oles. Penalty is declined by Concordia. Loss on the play makes it 3rd and about 4 yards for the Oles. Mark Strickland, no gain on the play. Number 38 made the tackle behind the line of scrimmage, Brian Bull. It'll be 4th and about 8 for the Oles. Back to punt, Kevin Cook. Deep to receive for Concordia, Stuart Lang. Fair catch by Concordia. It'll be 1st and 10, Cobbers from their own 40-yard line. Number 36, Mike Halverson carries for the Cobbers. Gain of about 8 yards on the play. Tackle made by number 9, Scott Wensman. Carrying for the Cobber, 1st down, Haugo. Wensman again on the tackle for the Oles. It's 1st and 10, Concordia from the Ole 48-yard line. Sherman's pass is complete to Corey Langamo, number 8. Enniscut on the tackle for the Oles. First and 10, Concordia from the Oles 33-yard line. Waterman's pass is complete to number 82, Mark Weishaw, for another 1st down. Tackle made by number 24, Ryan Bortolan for the Oles. It'll be first and goal for the Covers from the Ole's 4-yard line.
Come on, get through, get through.
Number 20 carried Eli Shuck for Concordia. Halverson carried on that play for Concordia. No gain on the play. Third and goal from about the 2-yard line. Pass intended for Nathan Mercer is incomplete. Ryan Barnick will attempt the field goal for Concordia. 20-yard field goal is good for the Covers. Barnick will kick off for the Covers. Deep to receive for the Ole's is Brian Bass. Bass breaks through for a 20-yard gain on the return. Number 26, Tim Adland made the tackle for Concordia.
Tim Adland made it.
It'll be first and 10 Ole's on their own 39-yard line. Holmes' pass is incomplete to Bass. Holmes' pass is picked off by Chad Johnson. Forced out of bounds at the Ole 18-yard line by number 33, Mike Wyatt. First and 10 Cobbers from the Ole 18-yard line. Correction, 23-yard line. Quarterman's pass is incomplete. Broken up by Mike Lyle.
Out on the field right now, the Cobbers leading the Oles by a score of 17-0, and we'll be back with the second half kickoff in just 30 seconds.
Northfield.
Gustavus 28 and Bethel 27. So
That's at halftime.
You're right, that is at halftime. The Oles and the Cobbers just about set to crank it up here to get the second half underway. The Oles trailing 17-0, and Cobbers scoring those 17 points in the last 6 minutes and 50 seconds of the first half. They had a 73-yard drive, scored on a 2-yard run by Mike Halverson. Then after a Ole interception, they went 35 yards, scored on a 10-yard pass, and then kicked a 20-yard field goal. So,
Wait, is that man terrific or what? They've got 10 guys down there, and gals, 10 people.
They've got a great music program here, Gordy.
They do.
The Cobbers will get the ball. The Oles will get the wind. Actually, that wind is not nearly as bad as it was at the start of the ball game.
200 yards passing in the first half by Concordia against the Oles. Now, the Cobbers have averaged per game 101 yards passing. So they doubled their game output in one half.
Well, the Ole pass defense has been a little suspect. Carleton just chewed them up over at Carleton a couple of weeks ago.
Yet they only scored 18
They only scored 18 points. Kevin Cook will kick it off as Dean Haugo is back deep for the Cobbers. High end over end kick that Haugo comes up, takes it his 8-yard line, comes up to the 10, to the 15, gets to the 20, to the 25, gets the outside across the 30 and up to maybe the 32-yard line. We'll see where they're going to put it down at the 31-yard line. So that's where the Cobbers will start.
Average starting field position in that first half, Concordia, they're 31. The Oles, the 35.
11 first downs in the first half for the Cobbers, 4 for the Oles. Actually, they put the ball down at the 30-yard line. So that's where the Cobbers will start here in the third quarter. First and 10 from their own 30-yard line, I formation. They give it to Halverson, the full, or keeping the ball as Haugo gets around the corner, 35-40, 45-50. He's gone. 70 yards. Oderman kept the ball, faked it to his fullback, and goes 70 yards on the first play from scrimmage. And the Cobbers lead it 24-0. And that took them 17 seconds. A 70-yard run by the quarterback Oderman. And he got, and they went to the short side of the field. And he got outside, got around the corner, and he was gone.
Now Oderman now has outrun the Ole offense.
So the Cobbers now lead 20, or I should say 23-0. They'll attempt the extra point.
He has 71 yards rushing. The Oles have 20.
As Brian Barnick will attempt the extra point for the Cobbers. Snap, the kick, and it is good. 14:43 to go in the third quarter. It's the Concordia Cobbers 24. The St. Olaf Oles nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
There are bakeries, and then there's the bakery at Patrica's County Market. The key description is fresh baked in the store. Treat yourself to fresh muffins, donuts, breads, bagels, and cakes in several sizes for any occasion. And one whiff of the incredible aroma of these mouth-watering, oh-so-fresh baked items will make you want to come back again and again. They feature various French pastry trays and special occasion trays. Ask about the breakfast tray, the cookie tray, and the morning donut tray, and more. Follow your nose to the freshest bakery anywhere at Patrica's County Market in Northfield.
Well, the Cobbers have kind of quieted the Ole fans here in the opening 17 seconds. Kyle Oderman, a 70-yard run from the line of scrimmage on the first play of the third quarter.
Now that will quiet a crowd.
And the Cobbers lead it 24-0 as they will kick off. Waiting for the official. I don't know what the holdup is here.
Well, you know it's not a TV timeout.
No, that's for sure.
Coach Dimmick was telling me before the game, Mike, when he was coaching here, of course, he coached here for so many years. One year they were national champs, Concordia was, and they always beat them. Right here at Manitou Field. And they tied them for the conference championship that year. It was a great game, he said, but it's going to take something to come back in this one.
We're set to go now as Brian Bass is deep for the Oles at about his own 12-yard line, waiting for the kick. 14:43 to go, third quarter. Cobbers lead at 24-0. Short, high, end-over-end kick. And Chuck Ohm takes the ball up at the 20-yard line, and Ohm brings it across the 30, the 35, and up to about the 37-yard line. So that's where St. Olaf will get the ball now with 14 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Weberg, the quarterback. He was 2 for 6 in the first half for 56 yards. In the Oles with 95 total yards in the first half to 248 for Concordia.
First and 10 from the Ole 37-yard line. Double receivers to both sides. Single setback behind Jim Weberg. Takes the snap, rolls out to his right, looking, throws across the middle. It's complete to Tate Lillimo. He's across the midfield, striping down to the, well, they're going to say his knee went down at the 50-yard line.
All right.
So a 13-yard pass play. It's first and 10. That is the 5th first down for the Oles in the ball game.
Third passing.
So first and 10 for the Oles from the 50-yard line.
Now 5 different Oles have caught the ball.
Lillimo comes wide to the near side. Again, single setback.
Yeah, Best at a wide receiver now.
Weberg under center. Again, drops straight back to pass. Again, out to Tate Lillimo. He's got it at the 40-yard line. It's going to be first down.
Of course, you know the Cobbers are playing a prevent defense.
First, well, let's see where they put the ball down. It looked to me like he caught the ball. He was inside the 40. They have the ball down short of the 40-yard line as they look across the way. And they say first and 10. So it's first and 10 for the Oles. The ball at the Cobber 40-yard line.
Yeah, they didn't want to walk the chain all the way over this side.
That's exactly what I was going to say. First and 10 from the Cobber 40-yard line. Again, the single setback is Mark Strieflin. Weberg under center. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Throws out in the flat, and it's incomplete, intended for Brian Best.
Bass, who never even had a chance.
Yeah, Bass. I think he thought Brian was going to run an up pattern, and he just kind of ran a parallel pattern with the line of scrimmage. So it'll be second down and 10 now. Stops the clock with 13:54 to go here in the third quarter. 24-0.
Chuck T. Schaefer brings it a play for the Oles.
The Cobbers with the lead. The Oles have it second and 10 at the Concordia 40-yard line. Tate Lillimo and Bass to the near side. Best and Merkner to the far side. From the Concordia 40-yard line, Weberg back to pass, looking, throws over the middle. It's deflected and an incomplete, almost picked off.
That could have been.
Off the hands of Lillimo and just over the head of Ryan Beachy. Ryan Beachy, outstanding. He was a quarterback for the Cobbers, injured his knee 2 years ago, and has come back now and playing in that defensive secondary.
Well, he's a great athlete out of Staples.
Third down and 10 now as Mark Strieflin comes limping off the field.
Of course, Beachy is not a starter on the team, so they got some reserves in right now.
Mike Wild in at fullback now for the Oles. Third and 10 from the Cobber 40-yard line. Weberg back to pass, slips and goes down back at the 48-yard line. And he was under pressure.
That's been kind of how the whole day's gone for St. Olaf, a slip.
So it'll be fourth down, and the Oles will have to kick it away. As Kevin Cook comes in, Stuart Lang back in single safety for the Cobbers. Strieflin, seeing if he got up. I don't see him on the bench. Low snap from center. Wait, we got flags and whistles. Let's see what the penalty is. And the way the Oles are reacting, it's
Well,
going to
look at that. One of the Cobbers picked up the flag, and they're going to hand it to the official. Now, how often do you see that?
Motion penalty against the Oles brings it back to the St. Olaf 48-yard line. And it'll be 4th and about 30. Kevin Cook waiting for the snap. And this time he gets a good kick to the near sidelines. It's going to go out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Excellent punt by Kevin Cook.
Yeah.
And that penalty turned out to be a break for the Oles, as they'll mark the ball at the 8-yard line, and that's where the Cobbers will get it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cook was out here at halftime kicking field goals and punting, loosening up that leg, and it certainly helped.
So Concordia starts 1st and 10 from their own 8-yard line with 12 minutes and 58 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Cobbers with a 24-0 lead as Kyle Oderman brings them up to the line of scrimmage from their own 8-yard line. They line up in the I. Halverson, the up man in the I. Haugo, the deep man in the I. Oderman under center. Takes the snap. Gives the ball to Haugo, and he gets to the 10. Picks up a couple. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
Boy, I tell you, this Wensman's been in a lot of tackles today, the strong safety. Played well for the Oles.
Scott Wensman, he's just a sophomore. He's from Scottsdale, Arizona. Went to Chaparral High School there, and he has stepped in and done an outstanding job. 2nd and 8 now for the Cobbers from their own 10-yard line. Wide receivers to both sides. Again, the I formation. Langamo goes in motion to the wide side. The handoff goes to keeping the football back to pass. Looking, throwing down the far sideline, and it's incomplete. Good pressure that time by the Oles, as coming in there that time to put the pressure on him was Mike Strieflin, the sophomore from Northfield.
Troy Langamo has 4 catches in this game. He was a walk-on at the University of Minnesota last year and then decided to transfer to Concordia.
So it's 3rd down and 8 now for the Cobbers.
Could be in Madison today.
Sure, much rather be right here.
Ahead 24-0.
Last score we heard on the Gophers, they were only down 7-3. 3rd down and 8 now for the Cobbers. Haugo comes in motion to the short side. Oderman back to pass, looking, throwing long down the near sideline, and it's incomplete over the head of the intended receiver, Haugo, and out of bounds. So the Cobbers are going to have to kick it away from deep in their own end zone, and the Oles could get good field position.
That was almost caught by Josh Stieg, a tight end on the sideline.
So 4th down and 8 from the Cobber 8-yard line. Kurt Storley standing back at the Cobber 47-yard line waiting for the snap, or waiting for the punt.
Josh is a senior from Ekalaka, Montana.
Marcus Erickson will kick it away from his own end zone. Erickson gets a good snap and gets away a high short kick. Storley coming up and dives for it.
No.
Fumbles the ball, and the Cobbers got it, I think.
Oh, man.
Let's wait and see. Maybe the Oles recover. Nope, the Oles got it. Bud Luckinen got the ball.
I don't know why he even tried to field that.
But Luckinen, luckily for the Oles, recovers, and the Oles will start at the 36-yard line of the Cobbers.
Believe me, nobody knows that better than Storley right now. He's really mad at himself.
So 1st and 10 for the Oles from the Cobber 36-yard line. Jim Weberg at quarterback. Double receivers to both sides. Single setback. Weberg under center. Back to pass. Steps up. Throws out here in the flat, and it's Lillimo had it and dropped it at the 25-yard line.
And the coaches say that Lillimo's got some terrific hands, and the concentration's got to be down right now.
Strieflin back in there for the Oles.
Weberg now 4 for 11 throwing today.
2nd down and 10 from the Cobber 36-yard line. Again, double receivers to both sides. Strieflin the single setback. Weberg calling those signals. Again, dropping straight back to pass, steps up in the pocket, over the middle, and it's knocked away.
Great play.
The flag goes down. Oh, man.
Boy, that was a great play by the linebacker.
Excellent play by Mike Solberg, the senior from Fargo North. And
No kidding, and they're going to flag him for interference.
Ooh.
They may have had the hand on the back, but I'll tell you, he made a great play diving and knocking that ball away.
So the penalty will move the ball to the 26-yard line of the Cobbers, and it's 1st and 10 for the Oles. The deepest penetration of the day for the Oles has been at the Cobber 23-yard line. Right now they're at the 26. 11:51 to go in the third quarter. Concordia leads it 24-0.
We have not seen a slant pattern, I don't think, all day, have we?
I don't recall one. Again, double receivers to both sides. Strieflin the single setback. Weberg keeps it on a quarterback draw, leaps over one man inside the 20 and the 15 and goes down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that was quite a tackle there by Ryan Beachy.
So the Oles, with their deepest penetration of the afternoon, have it at the 14-yard line of the Cobbers, 1st and 10. That is their 4th first down this half, 8th in the ball game.
Yeah, 2 of them by penalty.
Right. 1st and 10 from the Cobber 14. Josh Holmes comes out over that football. Lillimo wide to the far side. Ohm in the slot on the far side. Best split to the near side. Merkner in the slot on the near side. Weberg under center. Rolls to his left. Pressured and goes down back at the 18-yard line.
And again, nobody blocked the defensive end.
Boy, he came storming through there.
Ryan Ball.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and long.
The ball is 6th sack of the year.
Ball back at the 18-yard line, a 4-yard pickup. 2nd and 14. Again, double receivers to both sides from the Cobber 18-yard line. Weberg rolls to his right. Throws out here in the flat. It's intercepted.
Boy.
Intercepted at the 11-yard line.
No, he dropped it.
Oh, did he?
He dropped it.
Oh, man.
That was right in the breadbasket.
Timothy Adland, sophomore from Bismarck, North Dakota. Yeah, he had it right between the 2 and the 6. So that'll be 3rd and 14 for the Oles from the Cobber 18-yard line.
Well, Josh Holmes has been an outstanding center for the Oles. He's only a sophomore.
Yeah. I formation, wide receivers to both sides. Weberg rolls to his left, looking to throw, being pressured, throws out here in the flats. Got 2 men complete to Strieflin, and he is inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Going to be about a yard. Well, let's see. Going to be about 6 yards short of the first down. They need to get to the 4. So it'll be the ball at the 9. It'll be 4th and 5. 4th down and 5 for the Oles from the Cobber 9-yard line.
No field goals here.
10:37 to go in the third quarter. The Cobbers lead 24-0. The Oles have it 4th and 5 from the Cobber 9.
Look for Mr. Best.
I formation. Weberg under center. Weberg takes the snap, drops straight back. Look, throws out here in the corner, and it's incomplete, intended for Brian Bass at the 10. And the Cobbers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 9-yard line. The last 2 times now, the Cobbers started at their own 8, now start at their own 9 with 10 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for Concordia from their own 9-yard line. 24-0, the Cobbers lead it.
Oles are 3 for 8 throwing this half, and they've only rushed the ball 3 times.
Oderman brings him up, I formation. Haugo, the deep man in the I. The pitch goes to Haugo, trying to run to the short side of the field. Gets around the corner, crosses the 10, gets up to the 15, and is knocked out of bounds there. So he gets about 6 on the play. He'll bring up 2nd down and 4. 2nd and 4, Ryan Bortolan. Forced him out of bounds.
Came into the game with 36 tackles and a pass deflection. He's a big power lifter. A lot of Oles are power lifters.
Need some power runners right now.
Power throwers. And
I
power
formation.
catchers.
2nd down and 4 from the 15. The handoff to Halverson, or keeping the ball is Oderman, and he dives forward to about the 13-yard line.
In fact, listen to this. At the Iowa College Powerlifting Championships back in March, 1st place, Andrew McGuffey. 2nd place, Ron Ullman. 3rd place, Ryan Bartoman. 4th place, Dustin Farrell. And 5th place, John Lund. All St. Olaf oldies.
Yeah.
That's what you call dominating the competition.
And I think 3 of them are injured. 3rd down and 1 for the Cobbers. As the handoff straight ahead, and Haugo has it as he gets out to the 21-yard line.
But boy, he had to fight for every inch.
So that is the 12th first down for the Cobbers this afternoon. They have it 1st and 10 now from their own 21-yard line. 9 minutes, 40 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Concordia leads it 24-0. Cobbers out of that huddle now, line up in the I. Halverson, the up man in the I. Haugo, the deep man. Wide receivers to both sides. Oderman under center from his own 21-yard line. On the long count. Takes the snap. Gives the ball to his fullback, or keeps it, pitches it to Haugo around the corner. He's at the 25. He's at the 30. And he goes down at the 32. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cobbers. Travis Zorn comes up to make the play for the Oles.
Who got his number 5 back.
Saw the ball now at the 32-yard line of the Cobbers. A 13th first down of the game for Concordia. 1st and 10 from the Cobber 32-yard line. 24-0. Concordia leads it. They led 17-0 at halftime. Ball on the far side hash mark. Again, the I formation. Double receivers to the near side, wide side of the field. Back to pass. Oderman rolls to his right, throws on the far side, and it's complete.
Well, he
trapped that. Nope, they say he caught the ball.
I don't believe it.
He caught the ball at the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Concordia at their own 45-yard line. 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go, 3rd quarter.
This is Langamo's 5th catch of the day. You're right, he probably is glad he's here and not in Madison.
1st and 10 for the Cobbers from their own 45-yard line. Started this drive at their own 9. Langamo comes in motion to the near side. The pitch goes to Haugo going the other way around the corner at the 45. He's at the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 49-yard line of the Oles. Pickup of 6 on the play will bring up 2nd down and 4.
The yards were tough in the first half. They had 48 yards rushing, did Concordia. But they're starting to chalk them up.
Yeah, I had 70 on the first play of the 3rd quarter. Ball at the 49-yard line of the Oles now. 2nd down and 4.
Have 101 yards rushing in this quarter.
Again, the I formation. Receivers to both sides from the Ole 49. Kyle Oderman, the quarterback. Keeps the ball, rolls out around the corner, and he gets inside the 45 of the Oles and then is knocked out of bounds. May have stepped out of bounds before he got to the 45. Let's wait and see where they put it down on the far sideline.
And there are a number of missed tackles now by the Oles because it's got to be hard to maintain your concentration when you're down 24-0.
This is the 13th possession for the Cobbers in this ball game. And it's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. 15th first down from the 44. I formation. A handoff to Haugo. Tries to cut it outside. Gets around the corner. He's at the 40. He's at the 35 and knocked out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. Going to be very close to another first down.
Right now, when you're the Ole coaching staff, you just hope you don't lose some more kids to injuries.
Actually, they put it down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 9, 2nd down and 1. 2nd and 1 for the Cobbers. They lead 24-0. Led 17-0 at halftime.
All 17 points coming in the 2nd quarter.
In the last 6.5 minutes. 2nd and 1. Handoff Halverson straight ahead. He's got the first down and gets down to the
Olson on the stop.
30-yard line. Eric Lean makes the stop. So 1st and 10 for the Cobbers. Actually, the ball is at the 31-yard line of the Oles. This will be the 10th play of the drive. Started at their own 9. 1st and 10 from the Ole 31-yard line. I formation. Langamo comes in motion to the near side. Oderman rolls to his right, wants to pass, going to run with the football now. Gets
Jason Harris.
Harris with a good tackle, held him to about a yard gain.
Hey, that looked awful open on that right side.
He really did. Chris Rasmussen back in the ball game now for the Oles. They put the ball down at the 30-yard line, a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Concordia 24, St. Olaf nothing. Cobbers have it 2nd and 9 from the Ole 30-yard line. I formation. Oderman gives the ball to Haugo, and he gets to the 29. Good job by the Oles. So it'll bring up 3rd and 8.
See, they go back to the tight end here. Weichar had 4 catches in the first half.
Ron Oman back in the ball game. Chad Durgan comes in the game for the Oles. Yeah, Scott Wensman comes out.
Now they bring in their nickel package.
Tony Bolsdorf comes out. 3rd down and 8 now for the Cobbers. The ball at the 29-yard line of the Oles. Langamo starts in motion. Back to pass. Oderman throws over the middle. Complete to his tight end, and he is going to be short of the first down as he gets it inside the...
Nice tackle by Durgan.
Gets it to the 24-yard line.
They did go to Weichar, though.
Yes, they did. It's 4th down and about 2, or a long 3. 4th down and about 3. The ball at the 24-yard line of the Oles. 5 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Cobbers lead it 24-0.
Boy, Leon was really bearing down on Oderman last time, and he just stood right in there and knew he was going to get hit.
Full house backfield. Oderman takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws out in the far corner, and it's incomplete. Tried to hit Weishauer, who had about 4 steps behind the defense, and the ball was overthrown.
Yeah, that was a touchdown.
So the Cobbers, or the Ole defense, holds up, and they'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line with 5 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the third quarter. The Cobbers had the ball exactly 5 minutes that last possession. The Ole start at their own 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Jim Weberg, the quarterback. I formation. Jordy Graham, the deep man in the I. Strieflin is the up man. And the handoff goes to Graham, and he gets hit and loses 2. The Cobbers were right on top of him. Jason Caron, defensive tackle, 6'5", 245 from Bemidji. Makes the stop. A loss of 2, 2nd down and 12. 5:09 to go here in the third quarter. The ball back at the 23-yard line of the Oles. Again, the I formation. Weberg drops back to pass, steps up, throws down the near sidelines, and it's overthrown, intended for Tate Lillimo.
Well, it almost could have been a flag on that one. I thought the defensive back, Odland, had his arm right in his back.
So it'll bring up 3rd down and 12. Incompleted pass stops the clock. 4:52 to go.
We're in the third quarter, and the Oles have completed 8 passes.
Ball back at the 23-yard line.
Out of 25.
Yeah, the Cobbers have really been smothering them. Shotgun formation on 3rd down and 11. Weberg gets the snap, drops back, being pressured. He's going to go down back at the 10-yard line.
Well, they could have had a screen I mean, as much as they've been sacking, in fact, they might want to think about a screen next series.
A loss back to the 11-yard line. It'll be 4th and 19.
That was the 5th sack of the day of an Ole quarterback.
Stuart Lang standing at midfield. Cook standing back in his end zone waiting for the snap. Gets a good snap and shanks it on the near side, and it hits and actually is going to go out of bounds. They're going to mark it up at about the 48-yard line. So actually it wasn't too bad. Turned out to be pretty good. So the Cobbers get the ball at the Ole 48-yard line with 4 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. Concordia leading it 24-0. And they have it 1st and 10 at the Ole 48-yard line. Langemo wide to the far side, which is the wide side of the field. McGee comes to the near side. I formation. Halverson the up man in the I. Oderman under center. Takes the snap. Gives it to his fullback, Halverson, and he gets it to the 45-yard line. Halverson gets 3. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7. Eric Lean making the stop for the Oles. 2nd down and 7 for the Cobbers from the Ole 45-yard line.
Lean came into this game tied with Bud Luckinen. Most tackles, 49 on the season.
And again, wide to the far side goes Sean McGee. I formation. Langemo now goes in motion to the wide side. Oderman takes a snap, rolls down the line, throws it on the far corner, and it is complete to Langemo inside the 30 at the 29-yard line. Boy, Oderman threw that perfect. 1st and 10 for the Cobbers at the 29-yard line of the Oles. Their 17th first down of the ball game. Coming with 3:27 to go here in the third quarter.
At 34 yards passing in this quarter. Over 100 yards rushing this quarter.
1st and 10 from the Ole 29-yard line. Again, the I formation. Oderman taking the snap. Hands the ball off to Halverson, the fullback, and he takes it to the 24. A pickup of 5. Will bring up 2nd down and 5. Boy, Jim Christopherson, what a job he's done at Concordia. This, I think, is his 27th year.
Looking for his 180th win today.
Excellent football coach, and has always had very good football teams. 2nd down and 5 now from the 24-yard line of the Oles. Again, the I formation. Oderman takes a snap down the line with it, keeps the football, fakes the pitch, and then is going to be hit and dropped for a loss. Ron Oman came up and, along with Eric Lean, get the tackle. As the Oles played the option well that time, a loss back to the 27-yard line.
Actually, they played the option well all the entire game.
It'll bring up 3rd down and 7 now for the Cobbers. 2:12 to go, third quarter.
Just one play they didn't play well. That was the 70-yard touchdown.
24-0. Concordia leads it. Cobbers 3rd and 7 from the Ole 27. Algo goes in motion to the far side. Oderman rolls to his right, looking, now throws out in the flat, complete to his tight end, and he's knocked out of bounds.
Boy, that was blown coverage again.
Weishauer, the tight end, made the reception inside the 20 at about the 18-yard line, and he's going to be very close, and he has the first down.
That was his 6th catch.
The 18th first down of the ball game for Concordia at the Ole 18-yard line. 1:50 to go here in the third quarter. Mike Morsey along with Gody Kasfeld at the KDHL Sports microphone from Manitou Field on the campus of St. Olaf College in Northfield. Cobbers have it 1st and 10 from the Ole 18-yard line. Oderman under center. I formation. Oderman with the football. Back to pass. Rolls to his left. Thrown in the far corner for Langemo, and he overthrows him. Good coverage by the Oles.
Oderman's 4 for 7, or yes, 4 for 7 in this half.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 now from the 18-yard line.
He's now 18 of 27 in the game.
1 minute, 43 seconds to go in the third quarter. Concordia 24, St. Olaf nothing. 2nd and 10 from the Ole 18-yard line. Again, the I formation. The pitch to Haugold, going to the short side of the field, and he gets around the corner and then dives out of bounds inside the 15. Maybe inside the 10. See where they put it down. And it's going to be right at the 10-yard line. A gain of 8. Will bring a 3rd down and 2.
He's now at 79 yards on the day. Is Hogo, who came into this game the #1 rusher in the conference.
3rd down and 2 from the only 10-yard line. Full house backfield. Oderman under center. Takes the snap, hands the ball off to Halverson, and Halverson grinds his way in there for the 1st down. Halverson, the big fullback for the Cobbers.
Well, these have been the last couple drives have been impressive.
Yeah, 215-yard pound fullback. And it's going to be 1st and goal for Concordia. They had 11 first downs in the first half. They have 8 here in the 3rd quarter. And have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They're that sort of a team, though. They really grind out the first downs.
1st and goal from the only 8-yard line. I formation, double receivers to the near side. Oderman with the ball, back to pass, looks to his right, has all day now, going to be pressured, and he goes down.
Great job.
Excellent job by
Chris
Rasmussen. Drops him back at the 15-yard line, 15-yard line. 7-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal.
First sack of the year for Rasmussen.
Clock running, 45 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and goal for the Cobbers from the only 15. Receivers to both sides, I formation. Oderman takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking. Going to run with the football. He's at the 10, he's at the 5, and he goes down at about the 2-yard line.
Well, he tried to dive in from the 5.
Yeah.
He took off a little too soon.
Waited about 2 more steps, he would have made it. It's going to be at the 2-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and goal for the Cobbers. 15 seconds to go. And
for the last 4 games, they've outscored their opponents 141-33, and you can add more onto that.
3rd down and goal, full house backfield. Oderman takes the snap, gives it to Halverson, and he didn't make
get
it.
in.
Halverson didn't make it, gets to about the 1 as the
Holman was there.
3rd quarter comes to an end. It's Concordia 24, St. Olaf nothing, back in 30 seconds.
For 122 years, we've been Northfield's bank, providing sound bank services to our customers while adapting to their changing needs. Best wishes to the Olies this afternoon as they battle to uphold their tradition. The First National Bank of Northfield, member FDIC.
Northfield Bus Lines and Tags Tours of Northfield invite you to spend a day at the casino. On the road again. There are dates available now through November for these special round-trip deluxe motor coach adventures to your favorite destinations. Jackpot Junction in Morton, St. Croix Casino, Turtle Lake, Wisconsin, and the Grand Hinckley Casino. Prices start at just $5. Plus, get free casino spending money and many other extras. Call for many local pickup locations and times. Your tour and group specialist, Northfield Bus Lines and Tags Tours of Northfield, 645-9134 or 800-657-4466. On the road again.
Well, here's some updates for you. St. Thomas leading Augsburg 14-10. St. John's leads Carleton 42-13. And Bethel has gone ahead of Gustavus 33-31. Here as we start the 4th quarter, the Cobbers have it 4th and goal at the 1-yard line of the Olies. Full house backfield. Oderman gives the ball straight up the middle of Haugo, and he faked it to Halverson, and Haugo walked into the end zone.
Yeah, nobody touched him.
So the Cobbers complete a 48-yard drive in 12 plays. Haugo from 1 yard out, coming with 14:57 to go in the ball game. And the Cobbers now with a 30-0 lead.
That was his 8th touchdown this season. He's 2nd in the league in scoring. One of the leading scorers in the nation, too, I believe.
And they will line up to kick the extra point. Barnick is perfect this afternoon from the extra point. Snap, ball's down, kicks up. It's good. 14:57 to go in the ball game. It's the Concordia Cobbers 31, the St. Olaf Olies nothing, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Save yourself the hassle and make your party extra special with deli trays from Patrica's County Market in Northfield. If you're having a get-together, the fresh vegetable platter or fruits platter is perfect. Ask about the chicken bucket specials, too, at the deli at Patrica's County Market in Northfield.
14:57 to go in the ball game. The Concordia Cobbers, with a commanding 31-0 lead, will kick off with the wind at their back. Bass standing back inside his 15. It's a real short kick that's taken by one of the up men, and he had his knee down on the ground when he caught the ball.
Oh, he says, let me return that ball.
That's Wade Knutson.
That's right.
A sophomore from Apple Valley.
He's a guard. Guards aren't supposed to return kicks.
No. Now they put the ball down at the 29-yard line, and that's where the Oles will start.
Third quarter, 182 total yards for Concordia, 27 total yards for the Oles.
Chuck Ohm in at quarterback, I formation. Bass goes in motion to the far side from their own 29-yard line. Ohm takes the snap, back to pass. Steps up, throws out in the flat, complete to John Best, the tight end. And Best gets it up to about the 34-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play.
Only the second catch today by John.
So that'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Second and 5 for the Oles. Cobbers next week make another long trip as they go to McAllister.
Well, their trips are long.
Yeah, right, they are. Shotgun formation. Ohm drops back, being pressured. Got the screen pass set up to the Berkner, and he gets hit and dropped to the line of scrimmage.
Who was that guy with the gold helmet? Got to feel sorry for the Oles right now.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5. Yeah, the Cobbers, when you're down 31-0, they know you're going to be throwing a football, and they just kind of pin their ears back and come after you. 13:54 to go in the ball game. Oles have it 3rd and 5 from their own 34-yard line. Double receivers to both sides. Again, the shotgun formation. Chuck Ohm, the quarterback, drops straight back, looks to his right, throws out in the flat, and it is incomplete. Intended for Lillimo.
Boy, and he was all over Lillimo, too.
So it'll bring up 4th down. The Oles will have to kick it away with 13:37 to go.
And that defense has been out there a long time today. You know, actually, coming into this game, Mike, this statistic really surprised me. The Oles have more first down than their opponents. 21 more first downs than their opponents coming into today.
That is amazing. Kevin Cook to kick it away. Gets the good snap and gets away an end-over-end kick. Lang takes it at his 37-yard line. Tries to get to the outside. He's at the 40, around the corner at the 45. He's at the 50. Flags go down all over the place, as Lang is run out of bounds at about the 48-yard line of the Oles.
There's not one flag, there's 3 flags, and that means, you know, a 3-flag penalty is bad.
Yeah, that's worse than a 2-flag penalty.
That's right, that's a lot worse.
And 3 times as bad as a 1-flag penalty. Block in the back called against the Cobbers. That's about the only thing wrong they've done today, really.
That's about it.
And so
they did have a fumble, but the Oles couldn't capitalize in the first half. And one guy forgot his flag. There he goes. Now he's going to go pick it up.
So they bring the ball back to the 35-yard line. That's where the Cobbers will start. They've had the ball 1, 2, 3, 4 times this half. They've scored 3. And they start at the 35-yard line of Concordia with 13:26 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10. Oderman under center, I formation. Takes the snap, the quick pitch to coming to the near side around the corner at the 35, across the 40 and up to the 42-yard line now is
Schuff.
Eli Schuff, the sophomore from Billings, Montana. Bud Luckinen makes the stop, but not before Schuff gets up to the 42-yard line. A gain of 7 on the play will bring up 2nd down and 3.
I got to tell you, I'm a little bit surprised that Oderman's still in there. You wouldn't want to get a guy injured up 31-0.
2nd down and 3 from the Cobber 42. I formation. Got a new fullback in there, too, as Schuff comes to the near side. They give it to fullback straight ahead. He's at the 45, has the 1st down at the 48. And that is Michael Flynn. He's a sophomore, 2'10", 6'2", from Redwood Falls. Went to Redwood Valley High School. First and 10 for the Cobbers. That is their 20th first down of the ball game. 12:35 to go. The ball at the Cobber 48-yard line, first and 10. Orderman the quarterback, Flynn the fullback, Schuff the tailback. The pitch goes to Schuff, trying to get around the corner. He gets around the corner, 50, and goes out of bounds in Ole territory at about the 48-yard line.
Well, he took Ennisfet on head-on as they went out of bounds.
Schuff is 180-pounder, as we mentioned, from Billings, Montana.
Of course, they run a lot. You know, they get those wide open spaces in Montana. They have a lot of good runners in Montana.
You got to run out there. So the ball at the Ole 48-yard line as the clock stopped as
Eric Lean,
as
true as a captain is, he's still out there clapping his hands and telling his defense, we don't want to give up any more points.
I formation from the Ole 48-yard line. The handoff for keeping the ball. Oderman trying to cut it back against the grain and gets a yard down to the 47, and he goes down. So it'll bring up a third down and about 4. As in the ball game now for the Oles comes Chad Durgan, the freshman from John Marshall High School. The ball between the 48 and the 47-yard line of the Oles. It's third down and 5.
Langamo's still in there, too.
McGee's split to the near side. Langamo starts to the far side. Oderman drops back to pass over the middle, and it is intercepted, I think, by the Oles.
Yeah, there wasn't anybody there but black jerseys.
No, the receivers fell down. So the Oles pick it off. Their second takeaway at the 37-yard line of St. Olaf.
Yeah, they're drawn dead even in the turnover department.
That's where the Oles get the ball with 11:33 to go in the game. Put it down at the 37-yard line of the Cobbers. It'll be first and 10 for the Oles. First and 10.
Got an Umyayana turnover. That shows you we haven't scored yet today.
Shotgun formation. Chuck Ohm, the quarterback. Double receivers to the near side. Ohm takes the snap. He's going to run with the football. Coming to the near side, trying to get around the corner, and he gets at the 35 and then runs out of bounds at the 39.
Well, he got away with a stiff arm to the face mask of his defender there.
Well, he did a good job of turning about a 6-yard loss into a 2-yard gain, and it'll be second down. Well, actually, they mark it as a 39. Got a couple of yards. So it'll be second down. Actually got 3 yards, just about to the 40. Second and 7. Again, the shotgun formation. Ohm takes the snap, drops straight back to pass, looking, throws it out here in the flat, intended for Best, and it was over his head. John got held up at the line of scrimmage.
As much as they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, I still haven't seen a screen pass, which kind of surprising.
So the incompleted pass stops the clock with 11:21 to go in the ball game. 31-0. Concordia leads it.
Both quarterbacks have completed 5 passes each.
Both quarterbacks for the Oles.
Right.
Yeah. Shotgun formation, third down and 7 from the 40-yard line of the Oles. Chuck Ohm back to pass, looks to his right, throws out here intended for Merkner. It's incomplete. And the Cobbers are going to have to kick it away. And actually, had he caught the ball, he still was going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. So Kevin Cook, who has had a workout today for the Oles, comes in to do the kicking, and Stuart Lang,
10 of 29 are Ole quarterbacks today.
Has also had a workout catching punts.
You don't win many games when you complete 30% of your passes.
Snap from center. High kick. Lang signals for a fair catch and takes it at the 32-yard line of the Cobbers. And that's where they will start. First and 10 with 11 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the ball game.
But again, Concordia came into this game, Mike, one of the best in the nation at holding the quarterbacks down in their pass efficiency rating.
And they've done it. Well, look what they did to Hamlin the second week of the season. And you know, Hamlin's got an excellent quarterback. They picked him off. Lang himself picked him off 3 times. First and 10. Cobbers with a new tailback now, and there is...
They still have Olderman in there, though.
Oderman at quarterback. Langamo goes in motion to the far side.
Maybe they didn't bring another
Oderman
quarterback.
keeps the ball, pitches it to his tailback, trying to get around the corner, and he does, and gets out across the 40, and there goes one of those yellow
Yeah, it's
flags.
a late hit.
Rod Edlund,
Late hit.
from Battle Lake, Minnesota, was the ball carrier, number 29. He's a junior.
Can add another 15 yards on that.
No, it's holding against the Cobbers. Holding against the Cobbers is the signal. Boy, Edlund from Battle Lake, Tony Thiel, who is now retired, just had some great football teams up at Battle Lake, and they still have had some good teams. In fact, now I think they're paired, and I can't think of the name. I think it's Otter Tail Central is the name of their school now. Well, the penalty moves the ball back to the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 12. The penalty came from... That was 1st and 12.
Cobbers still have their starting offensive line in there, too.
Oderman back to pass down the middle for Langamo, and he can't get to it.
Oh, they always might have got away with one there.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 12. Langamo might have lost that one in the sun, turning around and looking to see it.
Yeah, I'm just looking at all the numbers, Mike. All the starting offensive linemen are in there for the Cobbers.
Well, you got your first-string quarterback in there. You still want to protect him.
Now, that's true.
Second down and 12 now for the Cobbers from their own 30-yard line. Oderman under center, rolling to his right, looking, throws out here in the flat. Langamo's open. He's got it at the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cobbers. That is the 21st first down for Concordia. They had 11 in the first half. They got 10 here in the second half.
That is the 7th catch for the day for Langamo.
The thing about Concordia that always impresses me, Gordy, is, they're not real, they're basic football, blue-collar football. They don't do anything flashy. They just execute so well.
255 yards passing is pretty flashy today.
1st and 10 from the Cobber 45-yard line. Langamo goes in motion to the wide side. Keeping the ball, Oderman wants to cut it back against the grain, and he gets it up to the 46.
Well, I don't know if I'd be having my starting quarterback running.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9, about a 1-yard pickup. They put it down at the 46, between the 46 and the 47-yard line. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Concordia leads it 31-0. They led 17-0 at the half, 24-0 at the end of 3 quarters.
Nice to see an interception run back for a touchdown or something here.
2nd down and 8. Fullback straight ahead up the middle, and no running room.
Harris is there.
Flynn was right, carried the ball, and Jason Harris,
Streefland,
put him on his back. We'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. 3rd and 8 for the Cobbers. Again, the last scores we had, Bethel leading Gustavus 33-31, St. Thomas leading Carleton 42-13, and St. Thomas leading Augsburg 14-10. 3rd down and a long 7 from the 47-yard line of the Cobbers. 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Oderman back to pass, rolls to his left, throws it down the middle, and it's complete to his tight end Weishauer, and he's down at the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cobbers. Durgan makes the stop for the Oles. They put it down at the St. Olaf 36-yard line.
7th catch for Weishauer.
1st and 10 for the Cobbers.
When people are going to see the scoring in this, they're going to have to blink about 5 times to see how many passes Concordia threw today.
Yeah. Well, they take what they give you. A new quarterback in there now for the Cobbers. The pitch out goes to Edlund, trying to get around the corner, and he gets to about the 34-yard line.
That was the 31st pass of this game by Oderman.
So it'll be 2nd down and about 8 for Concordia.
Came into this game with 112 passes on the years.
I tell you what, this is a familiar name. You'll recognize this name, Gordy. Scott Eugene, the quarterback.
Yeah, from Lakeville.
From Lakeville for the Cobbers. Second down and 8 from the 34-yard line.
You got the same number.
Eugene, draw play to Flynn, and he gets it to about the 33. Or I should say Edlin, not Flynn, carried the ball. So that'll be 3rd down and 7. 3rd and 7 for the Cobbers. 7 minutes, 51 seconds to go in the ball game.
I realize there are a couple of games in between, but when the Cobbers play the Johnnies, that's going to be something else. Their awesome offense against this explosive, great defense.
Yeah, it really is. 3rd down and 7. Eugene under center now. I formation behind him. Eugene takes the snap. Eugene back to pass, rolls to his left, steps up, throws over the middle, wide open, and did he catch it? Yes, he did. And that is McGee.
That was a nice catch.
And he has it for the 1st down inside the 20-yard line. Sean McGee with the reception.
3rd reception.
The 23rd 1st down for the Cobbers. The Oles have 8. It'll be 1st and 10, the ball at the 18-yard line of the Oles.
Take 9 years to do stats today.
Eugene under center. Takes the snap. The quick pitch coming to the near side. Edlin trying to get around the corner. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. Cuts inside, and he goes out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Edlin is out of bounds at the 6-yard line. And that is going to be another 1st down. It's 1st and goal for the Cobbers. Ooh.
Yeah.
In the 4th. Wisconsin's gone ahead of the Gophers 14-10 in the 4th quarter. 1st and goal for the Cobbers. Eugene under center. Takes the snap, gives it to his fullback straight ahead, and he breaks one tackle, lunges forward. That's Edlin. And he gets it down to about the 3-yard line. Trevor Olson makes the stop.
By the way, for Eugene, that last pass completion, his 5th of the year in 8 attempts. It's a pretty good percentage.
Bethel now ahead 39-31 over Gustavus. 2nd down and goal for the Cobbers from the 2-yard line. Scott Eugene under center. I formation. Eugene gives it to Schuff straight ahead, and he gets it to the 1.
Well, there are a lot of always there, including John Lund of Stewartville.
So it'll be 3rd down and goal. 3rd and goal for the Cobbers from the only 1-yard line. 5 minutes and 58 seconds to go in the ball game. As John Jaskin, a freshman tight end, 6'3", 208 pounds from Moorhead in the ball game now. Full house backfield behind Scott Eugene, the quarterback. Takes the snap, gives it to Schuff.
Luckinen came from behind to make the tackle.
He didn't make it. It'll be 4th and goal.
Boy, what a play by Luckinen.
Excellent. Fourth and goal, and one of the Cobbers is down on the field.
And that's one of their starting offensive linemen.
That's Tim Lowry from Worthington.
He's a starting tackle.
So we've got an injury timeout on the field. 5 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the ball game. Concordia 31, St. Olaf nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Northfield Bus Lines and Tags Tours of Northfield is your tour and group specialist.
On the road again.
They offer great overnight packages to Jackpot Junction Casino in Morton, October 5th and November 3rd. Also for Royal River
Specials, only $2.99 at Patricus County Market Deli in Northfield.
4th and goal for the Cobbers from the only 2-yard line. Eugene under center, gives the ball to his fullback, and he is in for the touchdown.
Boy, not by much.
And that is Michael Flynn. So Flynn takes it in. The Cobbers go 68 yards in 14 plays as Flynn scores from 2 yards out. And it's a 37-0 ball game with 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the contest. As the Cobbers ate up almost 6 minutes off the clock on that drive, Barnick will attempt the extra point. Low snap. The kick is up, and it is good. 5:12 to go in the game. St. Olaf 38, or I should say Concordia 38. St. Olaf nothing, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
For 122 years, we've been Northfield's Bank, providing sound bank services to our customers while adapting to their changing needs. Best wishes to the Oleys this afternoon as they battle to uphold their tradition. The First National Bank of Northfield, member FDIC.
There are bakeries, and then there's the bakery at Patrica's County Market. The key description is fresh baked in the store. Treat yourself to fresh muffins, donuts, breads, bagels, and cakes in several sizes for any occasion. And one whiff of the incredible aroma of these mouth-watering, oh-so-fresh baked items will make you want to come back again and again. They feature various French pastry trays and special occasion trays. Ask about the breakfast tray, the cookie tray, and the morning donut tray, and more. Follow your nose to the freshest bakery anywhere at Patrica's County Market in Northfield.
Well, the Oleys receive the kick as Bass takes it at the 12, comes up across the 20, gets to the 25, and goes down at about the 27 or 28-yard line, and that's where the Oleys will start, 1st and 10.
With Bass, just an excellent athlete. This is the first year he came out for football here at St. Olaf. I'll bet Coach Canfield wish he would have come out earlier. What an athlete.
And they put the ball down at the
He was named the
27.
outstanding field athlete in track, decathlon and pentathlon.
He is a good football player. 1st and 10 from the only 27-yard line.
Bernard's in at quarterback.
He's a freshman. High formation. Hand off to Jordy Graham.
Look at
He's
that.
out across the 35 to the 38, 39, and maybe the 40-yard line.
Whoa, they got a whole, we got a whole new line and everything in there.
13-yard gain as Jordy Graham takes it up to the 39-yard line. Actually got 12 on the play. Ben Bernard, a freshman quarterback from Rushford Peterson. Wide receiver comes to the near side. That's Mark Alame from Clayton, Wisconsin. Bernard again gives it to Graham, and he gets hit and dropped for no loss. Maybe lost a yard, or no gain. Might have lost a yard. Alfred Firth, a freshman from New Ulm, comes in at a tackle, 234 pounds.
Also in there is Wade Knutson, guy who caught the kickoff.
2nd down and 11. Bernard, the quarterback. The Cobbers with their second defensive unit in there. You can tell they all got clean uniforms.
Yeah.
Bernard rolls out to his left, wants to throw the ball, is going to run with it now, gets up across the 40 and goes out of bounds at the 45.
Now, Bernard's not a very big guy. He's only 160 pounds.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd run too often if I were him.
Coming up to make the play was Jared Zebarth, a freshman from Cambridge. Fourth quarter at Madison, the Gophers.
Oh, man.
Lead Wisconsin 18-14. 3rd down and 4 for the Oleys from their own 45-yard line. The quick pitch to Jordy Graham, trying to get outside, looking for some running room, and he is knocked out of bounds. It's going to be very close to a 1st down.
Boy, it has not been a good week for Wisconsinites.
Boy, that would be great.
Another sweep.
They mark it at the 48-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and a yard for the Oleys.
Go for it.
3:10 to go in the ball game. 38-0. The Oleys trail. They're going to go for it.
Now bring in a starting guard, T. Schaefer, and go behind him here. Josh Holmes still in there.
Ben Bernard, the quarterback. Mike Wild, I think, is the fullback right now. 4th and 1, and Bernard keeps the football.
Well, I don't know.
I think he got it. I think he got to the midfield stripe.
Bernard's been a spark plug here.
Yeah. 1st and 10. That is the 9th 1st down for the Oleys this afternoon. Cobbers got 24. And the ball's at the midfield stripe. 1st and 10. 2:47 to go in the ball game. Cobbers will remain tied for first place with St. John's. Last report, the Johnnies were leading 42-13.
Josh Holmes comes out now after they get the first down. Well, maybe not.
1st and 10 from the midfield stripe. Bernard at quarterback. Takes the snap. Rolls out to his right. He's going to keep the football, get to the 50, and then gets to the 46-yard line of the Cobbers before he's knocked down. And there now comes Mike Finch, a junior offensive center from St. Paul Academy, 206'2", 250 pounds, and Josh Holmes comes out.
Ben Bernard's having a lot of fun right now. Usually just holds on the field goals and the extra points.
Ivan Carter, a wide receiver from Red Wing, comes to the near side, is in the slot on the near side.
Yeah, he was a good receiver at Red Wing.
2nd down and 7. Bernard back to pass, rolls to his left, looks, throws out here in the flat, complete to Carter, and Carter gets to the 45-yard line. Picks up a couple on the play.
Bernard's first completion is an oldie.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 as we approach a minute and a half to go in the ball game. Cobbers lead it 38-0. Josh Stieg, senior tight end, in the ball game now for the Oles. Mike Wild is the up man in the eye. Jordy Graham the deep man. 3rd and 5 from the Cobber 45. The pitch goes to Graham, drops the football, and then recovers it back at the 50-yard line. So that'll bring up 4th down and 10 now for the Oles. With a minute to go in the ball game, 4th and 10 for St. Olaf. $38-0. The Cobbers lead it. The ball back at the 49-yard line of the Oles is now 4th and 11. Ben Bernard, freshman quarterback from Rushford Peterson, I formation behind him. Takes the snap, drops back to pass, looks, has some time, throws out here in the flat, and it is incomplete. And so the Cobbers will take over with 26 seconds to go in the ball game. Oles go to 2-4 in the conference, 2-5 on the season. Cobbers 5-1 in the conference, 5-2 overall. And they have won 5 in a row since losing their first 2 ball games.
Yeah.
Scott Eugene, the quarterback, brings the Cobbers up the line of scrimmage. This will be the last play of the ball game because the Cobbers can just let the clock run out. Eugene takes the snap, fumbles it, is picked up by Schuff, and he goes down at the line of scrimmage. And the Cobbers will just let the clock run out, and the Oles certainly aren't going to call a timeout to stop it. And that is going to be the last play of the ball game. As the clock ticking down now, we're under 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the ball game. The final score, the Concordia Cobbers 38, the St. Olaf Oles nothing. We'll be back with a recap for you in just 1 minute.
Northfield bus lines and tag.
94, Jason Karen.